Can you imagine being detained outside your home, taken to another state, and facing deportation without a just cause? Sounds unbelievable, but that's exactly what happened to Mahmoud Khalil. Plainclothes officer detained him without a warrant, denied him access to his attorney, and now the Trump administration wants to deport him using a vague law from over 70 years ago. How did this happen? Let's break down the chaos together. Hey Immigration Nation, today we're talking about a shocking case that threatens not just immigrants, but anyone in this country. We'll cover what happened to Mahmoud Khalil, the mistakes made by authorities, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Who is Mahmoud Khalil? And what happened? Mahmoud Khalil was born in Syria, came to the United States on a student visa in 2022 to study at Columbia University. In 2023, he married a US citizen, and in 2024, he obtained his green card. Legally, he is a permanent resident protected by the US Constitution. But things took a turn when Khalil participated in pro-Palestinian student protests at his university. Even though he wasn't charged with any crime, Trump had vowed to crack down on these demonstrations, and Khalil became a target on social media. On March 8th, plainclothes officers detained him outside his home. They never showed him a warrant, only claimed that his visa had been revoked. But Khalil already had a green card. When his attorney tried to speak with him, agents refused, hung up the call, and transferred him to Louisiana, far from his home in New York. Why is this illegal? His attorney filed a lawsuit arguing that his constitutional rights were violated, specifically his First and Fifth Amendment rights. The First Amendment protects free speech, even if it's controversial or unpopular. Let's be clear. I'm an Israeli citizen. I don't support anything that Khalil has been saying. Him and I probably don't agree on much. However, Khalil wasn't charged with inciting violence or committing a crime. He was simply protesting, which is a protected right. The Fifth Amendment guarantees due process, meaning the government must follow fair procedures before detaining or deporting someone. This includes receiving written notice explaining the reason for the detention, the right to a hearing in immigration court, the right to speak with an attorney, and the right to review and challenge evidence against them. None of this happened in Khalil's case, making his arrest both unfair, illegal, and also troubling. If this happened to a legal permanent resident, imagine what could happen to someone without that status. Why does the Trump administration say it can deport him? The Trump administration is relying on an old 1952 law, specifically Section 1227 of the Immigration and Naturalization Act. This law allows the government to declare someone deportable if they are believed to have engaged in, quote, subversive activities, end quote, that threaten national security or have serious adverse consequences on foreign policy. The problem? There is no evidence that Khalil committed any crime or that his beliefs are illegal in the US. The same law states that someone cannot be deported solely for their political beliefs or expressions protected by the First Amendment. And under the US law, the Constitution always takes precedence over other laws. So why this desperate attempt to deport Khalil? This seems more like a political move than a legitimate case. This case is no coincidence. The Trump administration has promised a harsher immigration policy, and these types of arrests are meant to instill fear. No matter your immigration status, if you're falsely accused and don't know your rights, you can end up in the same situation as Khalil. What happened to Khalil is more than an injustice. It's a warning. Now more than ever, it's crucial to know your rights and seek legal guidance. If ICE or the police show up at your door, do not open the door without a valid warrant. Do not sign anything without first speaking to an attorney. You have the right to remain silent. Use it. I want to hear from you, Immigration Nation. Do you think the government is overstepping its power? Or is this measure justified? Drop your thoughts on the comments, and remember, we're in this together. See you in the next video.
Hey, did you like the video? I invite you to watch another video where I share more tips on how to protect your reputation as an immigrant. Until next time.